Hey everyone, welcome to the first quick tube tutorial of the 2021, and you might recognize this chair from a scene I did in 2020, and a lot of you were asking how to quickly model a chair like this, so this is what we are going to be making today. And before we jump right into empty Blender file, I want to invite you to my site. You can find the link in the description below. There's a new course out right now in the early access featuring some 3D character creation and hard surface modeling, so be sure to check that one out. And now without further ado, let's jump right into this. We'll start modeling by adding a plane, so let's press Shift A and add the plane. And now I will go into the edit mode by pressing Tab, and let's press G then Z and move this up a tiny bit. Okay, like this, and now just extrude with E. And we'll need to create some loop cuts here. So let's press Ctrl R and create the loop cut in the back like this, and now press Ctrl R again and create two loop cuts here. You can adjust the number of cuts with the mouse wheel, and now press S and X to scale this on X-axis and drag this to the side like this. Now go to the face select by pressing 3, select this face, and by holding Ctrl we can add to the selection like this and extrude this once more. Okay, and now select the back faces and press E again and extrude. So this will be a basic shape for our chair, and now we'll need to shape this up a little bit. So press 3 on a numpad for the side view, hold Z and switch to the wireframe, and now go to the vertex select and select the groups of these vertices and just move them along a little bit to give this a little bit more organic shape. Nothing too crazy right now, we'll get back to this later. So right now let's go back to the solid view. Let's rotate this a little bit, and I want to drag this a little bit higher here. Okay, now tab out and we'll press Ctrl 2 to add the subdivision modifier and right click and shade this smooth. And now, as you can see, we'll need to create some supporting loops to create some harder edges. So anywhere you want to see a radius go a little bit smaller, you want to add the support loop. So press Ctrl R and add loops right here and down in the bottom like this, and we can add one here and here as well to make this a little bit sharper. And as you can see, we have a large radius here, so let's add another loop cut right there. So this will serve as a base for our chair, and now we can proceed and create kind of dotted bolstering there. So let's press Ctrl R and create one more loop cut here. Okay, and we'll need to drag this up a little bit. So go to the vertex select, let's toggle the X-ray, select all of these vertices and bring this a little bit up like this. Now toggle the X-ray again, and right now we'll need to create two more loop cuts. So Ctrl R and create one here in the middle, right click for release, and one more here as well. So this way we have these four faces, and let's select them like this. Go to the face select by pressing 3 and just drag a selection there, and now we can right click and poke faces that will create these triangles for us. And right now we can right click once again and find option to convert triangles to quads, or it's shortcut Alt J. So let's click this, and this will create these nice diagonal lines that we want to have there. And now one more thing, we can poke this once again. So right click and poke faces. Once again, you can see the kind of geometry that created. And now let's press 1 for vertex select, select these four vertices by holding Shift, and we'll now press Ctrl B for bevel, and additionally you need to press V or press Ctrl Shift B, but that's a handful. I like Ctrl B then V. And let's make this a little bit larger to bevel vertices like this, and just left click to release, and now press G then Y to push them inside a little bit, and you can see the nice geometry it creates. Let's confirm, and now press 3 for face select, and let's hold period and switch to individual origins. And we'll now press E to extrude, push this inside a little bit, and press S and scale this, and that's why we switch to the individual origins. And now press E again and extrude this outside to create these kind of buttons there. And now if you tab out, you have this nice geometry here. And now what I want to do is to shape this a little bit better. So tab in, let's look from the front and toggle X-ray, and I want to delete all of these vertices on the left side and add the mirror modifier. And let's place the mirror modifier above the subdivision. and let's enable clipping. So this way we can shape the chair much easier. And yeah, let's do that right now. Let's go to the edge select these two edges and press G twice to move them a little bit back and now a little bit up. So I'm trying to create more like organic shape here, and we can try to move some of these vertices here as well, and maybe make these distances between them a little bit larger. Okay, something like this. And now we can select this face on the side and push it a little bit here, and maybe this one a little bit up, and here this edge as well. So we have a nice chair here, and we'll now just finish with some cushions. So let's select this edge right here, Shift S, cursor to select it. Now create a plane, tab in, press S to make it smaller, and E to extrude. And now I will press Ctrl 2 to add subdivision modifier there as well. Right click and shade smooth. And now again I will create some loops here, and don't forget to switch back to the medium point, and let's create these loops here. One here in the middle, and we have a nice cushion. Maybe we can make this a little bit smaller like this, and Ctrl Shift click to select a larger region of the faces and move this out a tiny bit like this. Maybe make it even smaller like this, because I want to create a side cushion there. So let's press Shift A and add a plane. Now scale this on X-axis and press G, then X, and move it to the side here. Let's look from the top, toggle the X-ray. We want to move this closer here so it doesn't go out of bounds that much. Okay, now select all. Let's look from the front, and we'll extrude this up until here. Now extrude this once again, rotate a little bit, move here, and now Control right click here and here. That will create this kind of shape, and let's now modify it a little bit. So just select some of these vertices and drag them around, and we'll see this a little bit better in a second. So right now tab out, press Ctrl 2 to add subdivision modifier, right click, shade smooth, and now we'll need to create some of these cuts. And I think these two on the sides will be enough, and one here at the bottom. Let's see, this looks quite alright. So let's go to the front view, and I want to make this larger. So toggle the X-ray so we are able to select these vertices in the back as well. Okay, now tab out, add modifier, and add the mirror modifier on X. So we have the same thing on the other side as well. And maybe the bottom here is too high. So let's look from the front. Select this one here and bring it up a tiny bit. And maybe we can make this cushion a little bit larger. Okay, now select all of it, tab in, press A to select all, press G then Z and move it down. And we'll create a simple legs right now. So Shift S, cursor to world origin, let's toggle the X-ray, and now let's press Shift A, add a plane. Let's look from the top, go to the wireframe, tab in, let's make this smaller like this and move it to the corner. Let's look from the front, we'll extrude, and we'll press E, then extrude like this, and let's make this larger. Press G then X to move it on the X-axis. Now look from the side, press G then Y and move it like this. And now we can add the mirror modifier, enable X and Y as well. And to make it a little bit more smooth, we can add a bevel modifier here. Let's zoom in a little bit, and we can reduce the amount to something like this. add another segment here, and let's go and enable harden normals. And in the object data properties, let's go to the normals and enable auto smooth, so we get this nice kind of shading. And basically this is finished. This is your chair. So I will now select all, shift click the chair, Control P, and set parent to object. And maybe there are some small adjustments that can be made, like here I would probably move some of these vertices around to make this a little bit more relaxed here and there, maybe push this a little bit inside. So yeah, something like that. This is your chair, and as always I will now go ahead and create a little bit of a scene so you can see it in action a little bit and see some of the lighting and rendering. So see you on the other side. So that was the quick chair modeling for you in Blender. I hope you liked it and it will help you in your workflow. And if you're new to the channel and you'd like to see these kind of tutorials in the future, please hit that subscribe button and the bell button to get notified when I release something new. Thank you all for watching and have a wonderful day.